Oh, thank you so much. Okay, great. Time. Coffee connects us all. And I believe it's because of these connections that we find meaning beyond the cup. But then I started wondering what forms and fuels these connections. And finally, what do they mean beyond flavor or skill? The answer of this came to me in 2021 when I visited the Nyeri region of Kenya. Here I met a young and humble farmer by the name of David Maguta. That day, I was watching David as he was teaching neighboring farmers how to pick, sort, and start the complex fermentation process. When I asked David what he gained from doing this, he continued sharing that these farmers can sell their coffee for 3 times the price because of it. But then, David looked up, he smiled, and he said, "I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this specifically to serve my people." Now, this moment really changed the way that I look at coffee, because it is here that I realized that coffee is not just about flavor. It is about connection and impact. David wanted to transform the identity of Kenyan coffee, so he started with his complex fermentations. He picked the cherries before peak ripeness, bright red but not deep. You'll find this information at the top of your information cards. You'll see that this has led to an extended fermentation that resulted in a clean cup. David has then placed these cherries inside sealed containers, flushed them daily with nitrogen, where he left it to ferment for 68 hours. This has resulted in the development of delicate fruity esters that you'll find today specifically as yellow fruit. And then, right at the bottom of your booklets today, you'll see that this has formed. You'll see that, Now you'll notice that this has allowed for the development of delicate floral aromas because of the drying in a temperature-controlled room under red light. And today, with a recipe of 20.5 grams in and a yield of 44 grams out, you will find the following. I've also used compound chilling for the entire extraction of my espresso, which will highlight that floral aroma that you'll find today as orange blossom. Now, as I serve you, please don't drink this yet and only evaluate the crema. You'll find today a medium weight with a smooth and round texture and a lingering finish of orange blossom. For your flavor notes, you will find, first up, orange. Please write this down. Orange blossom. And then grilled pineapple. Now, earlier this year, I tasted all of David's lots, but this SL28 that I call Diamond has caught my attention. So today, I would like you to go ahead and enjoy coffee from the one and only Maguta Estates. Please enjoy. Okay, friends, I'll give you a few more seconds to finish your notes before we continue to the next course. Right. Now, as a barista trainer, most of my time is spent with students, but after watching how David has impacted his community, I realized that I needed to do the same with mine. And for me, this happens in proximity. So today, I want you close to me. I would like you to please move around and join me behind the machine. You guys can move around, join me on this side, and the two of you closer to me. Thank you so much. Welcome. Now, welcome to my training room. This is where I spend most of my time, practicing, learning, and sharing stories that help us move coffee forward. For most of my career, I believe that single origins are better than blends. But this belief was challenged when I attended the world's largest species tasting in India. Here I tasted a species by the name of Eugenioides, a coffee with a high sweetness, a luscious texture, and vibrant tropical fruit notes. And this made me think that I can take diamond to a new level, and this is how I've done it. At the base of the portafilter, I'm layering 11 grams of Eugenioides. This coffee is all the way from Las Nubes farm in Colombia and has undergone a natural anaerobic fermentation, which has elevated its sweetness and body. On top of that, I'm layering 10.5 grams of diamond. With this recipe of 21.5 grams in and a yield of 38 grams out, I've been able to transform those delicate florals and yellow fruit notes into vibrant tropical fruit notes. This information you'll find on the whiteboard in front of you. Make sure that you can see that. I'll give you some time to look at it. Now, just below that, you'll notice two white bean trays. Can you see them? Just below the whiteboard. On the right, you'll see Eugenioides, much smaller bean size. So this made me think that I needed some help to roast it. So I flew all the way to Canberra, Australia, where my roasting team has helped me to develop these coffees for optimal sweetness. The roaster, Danny, has roasted that coffee to a 14% development, Eugenioides, because of its slightly higher density, and diamond to a lower percentage of 13% rather, because of its slightly lower development percentage, because of its slightly lower density rather. So together they then coexist in harmony and perfect balance. Now in my training room, we drink coffee next to the machine, but today I'll be serving you here. So the two of you can join me on that side, and the two of you right here. Thank you so much. And then please note your drinking instructions. First sip, please go ahead and drink straight from the cup. Then on the second sip, I'd like to challenge you a little bit. You'll notice in front of you a straw. Please go ahead and place a straw through the white part of the latte art to the base of the cup, and then have your second sip. Now, I know this might be a little unusual, but I wouldn't want you to miss out on this flavor transformation. On your first sip, you'll find the following flavor notes. Please write this down. First up, you'll notice a creamy mouthfeel with flavor notes of sticky date and raisin. On the second sip, through the straw, you'll notice that flavor transformation to banana and Madagascar vanilla. So just a reminder, first sip from the cup and second sip through the straw. This one is for you. Please enjoy. Once you're done with your second sip, please go back to your initial station. Thank you so much. And then a reminder, those flavor notes. First up, you'll find sticky date and raisin. And on the second sip through the straw, you will notice that banana and Madagascar vanilla. Now, while you enjoy this beverage, let us celebrate these communities coming together. This one is for you. And finally, let us celebrate the joy of learning together. That's for you. Please enjoy. Right, then just a reminder, once you're done, to go back to your initial station. Thank you so much. Okay, all good? Now, David has impacted me at Origin, not only as a person, as a barista, but as someone who truly believes that flavor without connection is empty. So today, I'm building on that connection. From David's farm to my hands and into your cup. I'm starting with diamond as the base. This gives us florality and citrus fruits, but I wanted to layer it into a complex experience. I'm starting off with these Chenin Blanc grapes. They were picked at 18% bricks. Then I've skinned them to prevent any pectin reaction. Froze them for 48 hours to elevate its sweetness. After which I removed it, defrosted it, and juiced it. Then by adding 20 grams of this white grape juice to diamond, you'll find the new flavor notes of nectarine. The second ingredient, I've infused milk with 2 ingredients. The first of them you'll find in front of you. That is chrysanthemum flowers. Please pick that up, smell that right now. In your final beverage, this will transform to a new flavor of bergamot. The second ingredient is Palo Santo. This will contribute complexity and depth to the final beverage that you will find specifically as sage. I've infused this for 3 hours at 65 degrees Celsius. After which, I then added a citric acid solution to the milk to split the milk and pass it through a paper filter. Once thoroughly clarified, this has formed a liquid that I'm so proud of, and I call it clarified milk punch. Today, I'll be adding 30 grams of that to the final beverage. Then, finally, I've taken pears, blanched them to prevent its tannins, then juiced them and placed them in an anaerobic environment, charged them with nitrogen, where I left it to ferment, or left it here for 48 hours to rest at 5 degrees Celsius. By adding 20 grams of this pear juice to a final beverage, you'll find a new flavor of golden kiwi. Let me remind you of that flavor transformation. It'll first start off with sage and the aroma. You'll find an aroma of sage and then flavor notes. First up, again, sage, nectarine, bergamot, and golden kiwi. Now, as I serve you, please do not drink just yet, and please wait until I've called time. So today, as we enjoy this beverage, let us not only remember what David's coffee tasted like today, but let us also remember how it made us feel. Because in this moment, and through this shared experience, we are truly connected. Now, please go ahead, pick it up, swirl around and take in the aroma, and then go ahead and enjoy in 2 sips. Thank you so much. And that's my time.